background there. It's a beautiful day, beautiful waves. And Imaikalani deVault in quarterfinal number 4. Ultra important heat for the young man out of Maui. Taking it easy on this first wave, just kind of feeling things out, Imai. A little slash to finish, but incomplete there.
Steep angles there, very horizontal, just because that wave raced ahead of him, so it was kind of necessary. And a bumpy wave, a bumpy wave here for Imai, kind of put him on his heels. Was just trying to recollect himself. Sort of an accidental layback little hack there, but he knows he's going to have to get back out there and look for another wave.
We will see what that number comes through for Imai. This is Chris Zaffis, the Australian. Floats through that first section. Looking for more, another big floater. Can he find more open face? Going to have to battle on this inside section. He does so. The water gets really shallow. And just a tap off the lip, but a nice completion for Chris Zaffis.
Wow, what an interesting wave there from Chris. He's just going so fast.
And Chris.
Beeline float right here, very cool. That felt rad. I'm sure he's felt like he's going 100 miles an hour as he was. But hard for the judges to give him too many points based on there's no real redirection, no rail surfing, just kind of floaters. So, it's not a bad start. I think he'll get a nice little mid-range score. And Imai finding a smaller wave here. He knows that first wave was just a 2.5, ooh, pretty cool little tail slide. That's very emotional to go through that. That's his goal, to qualify, and he's achieved it. So see if he can collect himself and start competing again. As we see Ryan Callinan here, Kaipo, bumpy wave here, but gosh, Ryan Callinan makes it look so easy. Behind him, Maxime. Saw him rip through a couple of really nice waves yesterday afternoon. And there he has that super cool, unique style. Kind of hunches over. He's got tons of leverage, a lot of stability. That is a rare mistake from Maxime. And so far, Chris, again, that kind of frustrating down the line floater wave, 4.67.
22 minutes and 10 seconds on the countdown. Here's Maxime. He's going to back up his first wave quickly. Smart surfing from the surfer from France. Kicking out there. It's just going to be a small score.
She wakes up and she's like, you know what? I'm feeling a little crabby this morning. You guys go ahead and deal with more current.
I love it.
Ryan Callinan going down the line right now, setting up. And no opportunity for Ryan, so he just jumps off his board. He's going to keep just the 5.5 in his score line and have to search the line. Maxime Huscenot fades a bottom turn. Big snap off the top for Maxime. Vertical on turn number 2. Maxime will ditch his backup score of a 1.57. By how much? We're going to find out when that score drops. 20 minutes on the countdown. Plenty of time in the water. Still waiting for that last score for Maxime Huscenot. He's likely to go into second place right now. Here we go with Ryan Callinan on the backhand. Glides through that first section. Long bottom turn. Vert attack there. Little wobble. Hey, let's start with Arcal.
A lot of ribs and bumps on this wave right here, but Ryan's really good at picking waves apart.
Much better for Arcal. Zaffis down the line has to deal with some ribs in the face. Working against him. Has to force that final turn and unable to go complete.
He is super consistent. And also pretty difficult wave here. You can see how fast it is. Has some ribs in it as well for Chris. And so he said, I don't have a score under my belt right now.
Looking at this one, and he's on. Imaikalani deVault dropping into big wave. Takes his time off the bottom and hacks a big top turn. Has to survive the explosion. Does so. He's going to lean on that one turn for his score, but that was a big turn, Ross.
Yeah, he pushed hard on that tail block. How tall this wave is, a bomb. Again, vertical, and then lays back. So pretty aggressive turn, and for sure the judges will appreciate that. And today, one maneuver waves will be okay. There's a lot of closeouts out there. And again, watch his angle. Watch the nose of his board. He's going to point it right up top, right about there. Usually when you do a layback snap, you're kind of coming against a section coming at you. But Imai found that lip way at the top. Vaults his way. That was pretty clever, Kaipo. I think he did that on purpose.
Here we go. Imai, little quick snap down the line, looking for a backup, looking to increase.
It's kind of slack wind, but as soon as that wind touches it, it's going to be beautiful.
Huscenot is in third. Needs a 5.01. Forced finish, but makes it complete. So we'll see what the judges thought of that. Just needs a mid-range score to bump Arcal out of that advancing seat. Well, that's what really it would take. It'll take a finals appearance and I think a minimum of a second place finish for Imai to get above that cut line. Here he goes. Big day for the Maui boy. Airdrops off of that float and cannot hang on to the finish there. More north, and I feel like it's getting more north out there.
For sure. It has gotten a little straighter, but you can nip some really good waves on the corner.
Imaikalani deVault, Ryan Callinan right behind him. Gets past the rib. A little glide, hung up for a moment, and he's going to settle on just one turn for his score.
Just kind of catching all those waves right near the toilet bowl. And it gets really fun over there. Nice backhand snap for Ryan.
Here he goes. Chris Zaffis, the Australian, eyeing up this wave, positioning himself, rolls into it. Zaffis, double pump bottom turn and punches out too deep on the peak. Again, these northwest swells originating up in the Aleutian Islands, dropping those lows through the Pacific unimpeded until they hit the reefs here in Hawaii. Chris Zaffis is going to get another chance now. Eases through a cuddy. And another roundhouse for the Australian. Glassy wall on the inside. Tags the lip once, tags the lip twice, and goes complete for the finish. Maxime Huscenot, aggressive turn to start. Foamy face, foam on the face. And fins get a little disengaged, but he pulls it. Whoa! Shooting the three-pointer.
Hey, he just did a pump fake. That was sick. So that'll help his score. Round carve. Again, there's this really cool, unique bottom turn from Maxime. His fins gave out on him, but he recovered nicely. Oh, pump fake, bang.
Arcal. Long bottom turn, little lip hook on the backhand. One more time for Ryan Callinan. Nice timing for the finish and goes complete easily. So flurry of waves ridden and a flurry of scores required from our judges to set the situation at the 6.5 minute mark.
Everyone's trying to, you just have to be there and be ready for Haleiwa to cooperate and capitalize. Ryan, 2 turns on this wave. Great vertical approach on that first one, then more of a wrap on that second one. And there is just enough time for this second swell to arrive. Let's see.
Maxime Huscenot looking for an air, throws it away. Imaikalani deVault skips that first turn. He's going to really have to force it. Medium-sized wave here. Needs a 5.31. Needs the finish.
Wow.
Gets the finish. Gives himself a hand.
Wow.
Was that enough, Ross?
Okay, it's overhead. That's not too bad for Imai. Shaky start there. Gets a little slide. Then he starts feeling the rhythm here. A little snap. Even a better snap right there. And by far the best turn, kicking the tail out the back. 5.3. I'll hang myself out there. I think he's going to get it, but it's really close. Nothing too critical, just a lot of really kind of skatey moves, but he's not holding back either, especially that last turn. If he gets the score, it's going to probably really be based on that last closeout turn.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, that was really close. Again, you know, Ryan Callinan's 7.723 for me was really judged on the wave and how tall it was. It was a smaller wave for Imai, and I think that's the culprit.